1, 2, 3.
What are you drinking?
A little Lazy Magnolia Southern Pecan, boy. It's so good.
What the fuck is that?
Wait a minute here.
It's a beer.
No, it's not.
It's a beer.
What did you say it was?
Southern Pecan. It's brewed in Mississippi.
That's just a bunch of dirt strained into water.
It tastes so good. It tastes like little roasted almonds, roasted pecans.
Can I say something as a reformed beer guy?
Oh, please enlighten me.
I'm not trying to enlighten you. I'm just sharing an opinion.
Like I don't drink craft beer all the time.
I stopped drinking beer entirely, and I was only drinking craft beer when I did.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's kind of douchey.
You know what's
Like
more?
it's douchier than you think it is.
You know what's more douchey though is not drinking it.
Yeah.
Like not
just
drinking
because
beer?
you think it's crap.
Why
See,
is that douchey?
Yeah.
I go to breweries all the time because there's a ton
okay.
around Charlotte. Like, how is that douchey? That's technically craft beer, and
No, not the going to breweries. Just the way that they make their beer. The way that it's like
That's douchey too.
maple pecan butternut porter,
yeah,
and it's
well,
like
some of them are, but
okay.
like Southern Pecan, like it's just
it's got 4 things in the title. What's the title?
No, the brand is Lazy Magnolia. Like a Budweiser, the brewery is
Okay, well
Lazy
then-
Magnolia.
All right, I apologize, Lazy Magnolia. That's not that.
Sorry
douchey.
about that, lazy Magnoliers.
Yeah,
But wait,
come on, we should
it's-
identify with
so
them.
I'm a
the
douche for
Lazy
not
Day
drinking beer?
crew.
I don't want
over
to
here.
say you're a douche for it, but like as a reformed beer drinker.
I was in a. The point was about the craft beer because I only drink craft.
Did you see
beer.
the tweet I tweeted you today?
Maybe
It was like,
oh yeah, the keto beer thing.
yeah, it was
that
like I wish
funny.
I had some beer
No.
smelling cologne for when I go out with my friends. That's like
So I could stay in ketosis.
yeah, so I could stay on my keto diet, but my
Mm.
friends will be cool with me.
Yeah, beer is high in carbs. It's ridiculous. Like one beer is
Like
equal
four
to
pieces of bread.
I heard 6 pieces of bread. 4 to
Either
6
way.
pieces of bread. Whether you're
Per
going
beer?
wheat or white.
Per
Yeah,
can of beer. That's true.
12
That's-
ounce
Really?
Yeah,
beer.
So if I drink 2 beers, I just ate a loaf of bread.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really drink that much, but
Basically, that's why beer is just like crazy bad for you.
I was just feeling it tonight.
Hey,
boys.
no,
I was,
dude.
I was just breaking
Do
it
you,
out.
bro?
no.
I'm sorry for
We're
attacking you about
attacking.
the beer.
Yeah.
Yo, I
Attack
drink
them
one. I
hard.
drink one beer a day,
You
and you
think
jump
one
on my
sip?
nuts. Come
I
on.
actually, I'll put it out there now, and for you to hear as well. I've decided that when Alabama plays their first game, I'm gonna allow myself to have 3 alcoholic beverages that day.
Douchebag.
They're gonna be straight whiskey.
Yeah, dude. If
yeah,
you're
I guess
going
we're taking
liquor,
it
I
straight.
go whiskey.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What's your liquor?
3 doubles.
Oh,
Whiskey.
my liquor. That could be. So we're starting a new thing. It's called "What's Your Favorite." We're gonna do it every week.
Oh yeah.
We all start off with a question. What's your favorite? This. What's your favorite? That.
Blank.
And then we know in advance what it is. So we have time to prepare answers. That would
Yeah.
actually be a good one.
Yeah,
What's your favorite liquor?
Let me jump in there. Yeah, we're not that smart, so we had to prepare for a bit. So
For sure.
when we spit our answers out like that, they're like, "Wow, they're very in touch with their inner self." No, we're not. We need time.
We do. This one though, he said that, and I was
Yeah,
like,
this is
"Damn,
on the
that's a
spot.
good
I mean,
one."
we're just talking about liquor. I mean, that's pretty easy. So like, whiff. What's your favorite
whiff.
liquor?
Whiff of the week. We have some other ones prepared, but that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Liquor for like mixed drinks, vodka.
Yeah, mixed drink and straight.
100% vodka for mixed drinks. I just
Like
think
a heavy mixed drink, like a traditional drink.
like I'm going screwdriver.
cocktail.
I'm going vodka
Vodka.
cran.
So
I'm
you're straight
going,
vodka either way.
vodka all the way.
Okay.
Unless it's, and then if it's like straight something, I don't really do like shots or whatever anymore.
Love shots.
But
That's normally my
I like-
routine. Get
like-
to the bar, beer, shot. That's how you start it. That's the firecracker.
yeah, What are you doing like shot wise?
Whiskey, Crown. The other day I was taking some Crown vanilla shots. So smooth. They're delicious.
I'd say whiskey, like Jameson.
But Irish car bombs for me all the way if I'm doing like a shooter thing, but they can get expensive.
And
what's your
heavy.
favorite, Jared?
Me? Whiskey for both. I like
mixed drinks.
I drink.
Same.
I actually drink whiskey straight now when I drink it for the most part. I might not anymore, but I was drinking whiskey straight when I would drink whiskey.
Yeah.
I like how just cool, like just going up and ordering a whiskey neat. It's just cool.
Yeah,
whiskey
you're a man.
neat.
You feel it.
2 words. Get my drink. That's it.
Yeah, but we are going
juice.
to the bar in like shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So you're like whiskey.
I get a whiskey
neat.
Coke.
You're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? If you go in like
That's
a
fair.
suit,
Like,
you're
do you
like,
just say
neat.
whiskey neat? So you're getting the well whiskey neat?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Oh, gross.
Top
No,
shelf?
never.
No, the well.
I usually
you can
would
bend down, just pour it in the glass.
I would start with like that, and then I would
That's
have
a
like
shot. Like, what are you talking about?
no, you get a double.
Okay.
That's just a big shot.
It's 4 shots.
It's a big shot.
I actually did you know that's what that means? Because I just found out and it
Yeah,
kind of blew
no,
my
I
mind. A double is 4 shots and a triple is 6 shots.
Wow.
And you know how I found out actually is Stone Cold Steve Austin was giving an interview on the First We Feast, the Hot Ones things where they eat the chicken wings, which is like my favorite thing now. And they were talking about his margarita recipe, which while we're talking about liquor, shout out to margaritas.
Shouts marks.
Never let
daiquiris.
down.
Margs on
Love 'em.
margs.
If there was a drink that I miss the most from like not drinking, I miss margaritas, bro. Margaritas are delicious.
We should do a margarita night.
Maybe.
Can we go out and just, let's do it.
Yeah. When you get here, let's do a
Maybe,
margarita night.
maybe.
That'll
Let's
be
get some
fun,
margs.
dude.
Let's make some Dax dough.
Yes, dude. That'll be really
But-
fun.
Yeah,
I love some Dax.
Hey,
A little.
I'm pretty sure also that I have a 3-day weekend on.
Ooh,
when
yeah,
you come in.
it's Labor Day.
Yeah.
It's Labor Day
Yeah.
weekend, but I'm leaving like a Monday. on Monday,
no.
Yeah. So,
So, anyways, I want to get right into one thing before we do our whiffs of
Sure.
the week.
Okay.
what's up? What's on your mind?
So we had a very sad listener last week. One of our
Did
cult
we?
followers that was very upset we did not give him a shout out. And I know
Oh yeah.
your brother doesn't care about you, but I
Mhm.
do.
Oh,
And Caleb shouts. Preach.
To address that, I didn't realize that you listened. So
he listens.
He listens. Dude, he was
Wow.
pissed.
so shout out.
In the YouTube
Wow.
comments, he
Thanks
was like,
for listening. We appreciate
I
it.
didn't
like-
see them.
He did. He commented on it and he mentioned that I did not say anything about him.
called him out,
I
dude.
did not realize
Wow.
you were listening, man.
J-Rod.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Yeah,
Don't,
J-Rod,
Don't
come
stop
on.
listening because of this guy.
Don't stop. Tell your friends. Boop, boop, boop,
Sorry
boop.
you had to find out about all the times I shit myself.
Yeah, what's funny is
And
Caleb is in
many
all those
more.
stories. He's just like in the same
Behind
room.
the scene,
Now he's
yeah.
like, that was a weird day.
Yeah, that was. Now
yeah.
he knows.
So now he's aware of all the times I shit myself.
Yeah. My brother hasn't reached out and said, "Why don't you shout me out? What? Hey, why don't you shout me out?" Because you don't listen.
Your
I
brother
know,
does not sound like that.
No, he doesn't. At least, yeah, Jared, your brother listens. My brother hasn't. Mine and Corey's brothers
hurts.
haven't been like,
It hurts.
hey,
I said,
can I get
thank
a shout
you.
out?
We're
Appreciate
just out
it.
here trying to, make it big and
Thanks
just
for being a
spread
better
love
brother
like
than
we
both of
talked about.
theirs.
But what ifs?
I know, right? Anyways, so whiff of the week. Anybody want to start with their question?
Okay. Can we I don't know. I was gonna say something.
What?
Kind of like
Yeah, let's do that.
kick it off big. Let's let's say it together. Like whiff of the week. Whiff of the week. So yeah, I can just like
That needs to be worked
let's
on.
do it. Welcome to the first
Whiff
of the week.
I don't like this.
Okay.
I think you should keep it in.
Yeah.
Whiff. Let's do it. Who wants to
Yeah.
go first?
Alex, you go first.
Okay, my whiff of the week was, what is your favorite knockoff brand cereal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll answer first
Okay.
if you like.
Okay.
So,
And wait, pause. We're also answering our own, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's what I thought.
for sure.
Yeah.
So my favorite knockoff brand cereal. It took me a minute with this because I couldn't remember the names.
Yeah.
I could remember cereals, but I couldn't remember the names. And then I was grocery shopping the other day, and I remembered the name because it was still there. My favorite is Fruit Rounds.
Fruit Rounds. What is that?
Fruit Rounds.
Are those Fruit Loops?
They are Fruit Loops.
Oh wow.
But the thing about Fruit Rounds is they are like 3/10 sweeter than Fruit Loops.
Mm-hmm.
So like Fruit Loops have kind of an actual fake fruit flavor. These things are just straight up fruit sugar in your mouth.
Are they good?
See, that's the
Not
good
really.
thing about
They're like
these.
too sweet. I think they're
That's
too
the good-
sweet.
No, see, that's
But
the
I
good
love the
thing.
name.
I love the knockoff brand because they are super sweet, and the like main brand cereals nowadays are trying to be a little healthier.
But
Fuck them.
but what was really funny about Fruit Rounds is, so Sam, the toucan for Fruit Loops, they just had a
Yeah.
fucking parrot. Like, it wasn't a talking parrot. There wasn't a bowl of cereal. It was just a parrot on a branch,
Yeah,
just
I've
chilling.
seen it.
And yeah, I was like, that's kind of like low key cool in a very we don't care way, but
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the name though.
Fruit
Love
Rounds.
the name.
Yes.
Fruit Rounds. That's a good one. Not Fruit
Rounds.
Loops. Fruit Rounds.
Fruit Rounds.
That's good.
Circles.
That's
I would go
good.
with like fruit donuts or something.
Fruitospheres.
What is
Yeah, fruit spheres. That's hard to say.
Fruit Spheres?
Fruitospheres.
Yeah, that's in Germany.
What is what's yours, Corey?
My whiff cereal, off-brand cereal, is Honey Buzzers.
What?
Yes.
What's a
Honey Buzzers.
Is that
Can
honey?
you guess?
Honeycombs?
That's
Yes.
That's honeycomb.
Yes.
That's good.
I love knockoff honeycombs. They're so good. They're sweeter.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I like honeycombs.
Yeah.
I love
Honeycombs aren't bad.
honeycomb.
I love honeycombs, and so like the knockoff brand, it's good.
If honeycomb was ever on sale at like
Honey
Publix,
Buzzers.
I always wanted it.
Honey Buzzers.
Wow.
Giant bags. Also, great thing about these knockoff brands. Giant bags.
They do have
They
big
lasted a hot minute.
bags.
Mm-hmm.
Never really noticed that.
Even for a lower price than, the regular
Which is
ones. Giant
gr-
bags.
which is
Giant ass bags.
Great when you eat cereal for dinner,
Yeah.
like
they hook up
more
the
than
poor people.
occasionally.
Have you ever like been to someone's house though, like when you're a kid and you saw they had the knockoff brand, and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, that was my
No.
house.
I was the opposite. I would go over to Alex's house and see that he had the name brands, and not only did he have the name brands, like double boxes of some of these motherfuckers. This cat would have
Both open too, right?
Both
Yeah, I know.
open.
Yeah, I
This cat would
remember.
have Cocoa Pebbles
Yeah.
and Cocoa Pebbles on the other side of each other.
Bro, we're a
I
cereal
remember
family.
eating
dude.
like Reese's Puffs at your house before.
We're a cereal family,
Like
dude.
who has? They got like Apple Jacks, Reese's Puffs, popcorn, the pop.
Options.
I was gonna say
When we
popcorn.
lived in Ohio, my dad was still working at the base, so we would go to like the case sales for these places, and not even kidding you, because we had the basement underneath our stairs in the basement, hundreds of boxes of cereal. We had hundreds of boxes of cereal.
goes
It was
back.
crazy.
It goes way
Oh
back.
yeah.
It was the
I've always
tightest
wanted-
thing about staying over at his house.
I've always wanted to like experience like a base grocery store. It seems pretty cool.
That
Oh,
would
it's
be kinda
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my phone this time. God dang, Alex, you're rubbing off on us.
I'm sorry about that. So my favorite,
Though, shouts out that ringtone. Did you hear it?
yeah, Star Wars is
Yeah.
dope.
Your whiff.
Play something different. You know that Family Guy episode where they're playing that song, the Star Wars,
Oh.
and like over and over again. And he's like, play something different, or play the same exact song. And then he's like, okay, we'll play the same song. Boop, 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 boop. My favorite is Crispy Hexagons.
Crispy hex. Okay, that's tricky.
I don't even know what they are.
What? You just like the name?
I just like the name. That's my favorite.
I think that's crispy hexagons.
I don't really know what they are. What
That-
it's for.
I know. It
I
rings
gotta
a bell
know.
because I've seen them.
I gotta know, and you can still guess.
Mm.
What are you?
I can't place the name on like the cereal that it's a knockoff of.
No,
That's
I
my
can.
struggle right now.
Ew,
I've seen them
dude, these
before.
look so bad. Ew.
Crispy.
Yeah, okay. This is
I
like
gotta look this up right now.
Yeah.
no. I mean, I could tell you what the name brand version is, but you're never
Okay.
gonna get it.
Okay, what is it? You're never gonna get it.
Crispix,
Crispin.
I don't even
Is
know
that
what
like
those
a
are.
British cereal?
Kellogg's Crispix.
Hex? What? Crispy?
Hexagons.
What a name!
Yo, it
You know
pops
what's-
up.
That's so like
Yeah,
crispy.
yeah,
What are these?
yeah. They're kind of like
crispy.
checks.
What do they look like?
Kind of like
they're
checks.
hexagons.
Yeah, they're kind of like checks,
Wow.
but they're hectagon
I was
form.
just checking your mic.
Oh yeah, no, I'm there. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they're like checks. I like checks. Honey Nut checks. I fucks with them hard.
No.
I love Honey Nut checks.
Probably like kicks too.
no,
Ew, no.
no. Pops. Pops.
No.
Yo,
Pops
that's
were
like if
tight, but they got
Cheetos-
stale
good.
so fast.
If Cheetos ever made a cereal, it'd be like Pops.
Bro, Pops got stale so fast. If you accidentally left that box open
Yeah.
one time, the next time you went in there, you're just gonna get nothing. And when they got stale, they got flat.
And it was always that weird like tinfoil bag, right?
Yeah.
Like in the Pops. That was so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't fucks with Pops at all.
It protects the Pops. I've heard it's got more Pops in it.
I had a
I
Hey.
liked that laugh.
Shout out super bad.
it caught me off guard.
I told you I quote a lot.
Is
You know.
Cocoa Krispies? Is that a knockoff?
Of Cocoa
No.
Pebbles? No, it's a
Or
separate
it's
thing.
its own thing.
It's
I
a
really
Rice
like,
Krispie. It's a chocolate
Right.
Rice Krispie,
That's why I didn't do it.
which is
it-
more of a copycat.
It is. It's almost like a copycat murderer of cereals, a serial killer, if you will.
Boom!
But I do like that cereal. Wasn't sure if it was technically a knockoff or that's more of a copycat, but those are good.
Yeah.
And then also
No, they're not. They're
Cocoa-
bland as fuck. You got to put sugar all on them. They're just
Cocoa-
like regular rice, like Krispies. Do you put sugar on your Rice Krispies when you eat them?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what you would have to do. So I mean,
You
like,
put
is
sugar
it
on
good?
your Rice Krispies?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? You out of your
Layers,
goddamn
bro.
mind.
I never
The
put
best
sugar.
cereal of all time though, Rice Krispie Treat cereal. It's in a purple box.
Ooh,
It is the-
never.
It is the best cereal ever made, dude. I'm telling
That
you, it's
sounds
so good, dude.
That sounds so good.
It is. It's really, really good.
I
But
tried.
what about?
Go ahead.
I know like Oreo had those Oreos, but you know those Ritz
Those weren't
things.
bad. I forgot
Those
about
weren't
those.
bad. Okay, but listen, you know those to-go cups with the like mini Oreos? Yeah, I want a giant cereal box bag full of them that I can justify pouring
Cookie
into a
Crisp.
bowl of cereal and just eating them. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Cookie Crisp, but they're like mini Oreos.
The Oreo version. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Cookie Crisp.
And make it
Crisp
a
is
little
so
bit
good.
harder cookie so it doesn't like get soggy, you know? So you're just eating a bowl of cereal, but it's
Yeah.
The best
Oreos.
cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's good.
It's up there.
It's
that's,
good.
That's probably my top 5 for sure. We'll have to come up with a top 5 cereal
Consistent.
one day.
Yeah, because there's a lot.
It's
we gotta
consistent.
tweet these
it
out there.
tastes
That's
good.
hard.
Yeah,
All right.
top 5 cereals.
Let's-
Well,
I
I would
we
have,
will
I would have
do
to
that.
list down all my favorites and like slowly eliminate them. Like
Let's keep that in mind for
Yeah.
Let's keep that in mind for next episode.
yeah.
Top 5 cereals. Well,
Let's-
We should tweet out. Okay, no, we should tweet out like every few days or maybe like once a week, cereal versus cereal, and like people get a vote.
Oh, okay,
Which
yeah.
one's better, and that one moves on.
that's a good
Sure.
idea.
Like straight
so we'll be
tournament
reaching
style.
out to you guys.
Yeah, we
our
want to
cult
know
followers.
what you guys think is the best cereal.
Yeah, and then
Right.
we'll unveil it next week.
It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch though.
It's not.
Maybe it will win. Yo, Lucky Charms versus Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's a hard fight right
Did
there.
you try the Frosted Flakes
It
Lucky
goes-
Charms?
What?
They came out last year.
I like Frosted,
Frosted Flakes Lucky Charms.
It was Frosted Flakes with Lucky Charms marshmallows. I went
actually
out of
had-
my way to purchase it.
Yeah, I went out of my way. I saw it was like strawberry Lucky Charms. It was weird.
No,
It was super strawberry.
No.
Don't suggest it.
What was I gonna say? Oh, just like a honorable mention for the knockoffs. Dino Pebbles. I feel like if you haven't had Dino Pebbles,
Yeah.
you probably haven't had a shitty friend because all my shittiest friends had Dino Pebbles.
I'm gonna
Probably
say
him. I don't know. I don't remember if he
For
did.
sure.
Yeah.
Diamond
I
Pebbles?
did.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Me and
are like
Jared
my
went to your house and Ryan's house
Yeah.
to eat your guys' snacks and food.
hardcore.
Especially Ryan's.
Especially Ryan's. Pop-Tarts on deck. They had
so
tarts on
many
tarts on tarts.
Yes.
Which is kind of crazy when you think about it, because how many parents just buy their kids like
But they
straight
were
24
both
packs
skinny and
of-
fit. It was weird. Like they were buying it for us.
It was. Yeah, to be honest, I think that's how I developed lactose intolerance. Because I'm not even, this isn't even a joke. I think it's because I was eating so many Pop-Tarts at their house.
And you
And
drink
always
milk
milk.
all the
and
time.
milk, and I had to have milk with them.
always milk.
Yeah, and
So weird.
I think it just destroyed my
It's a
stomach.
Michigan thing, Jared. My stepdad drinks milk like
I
with
drink-
weird.
I don't.
I used to
times.
drink milk with everything. I don't anymore, but I used to drink milk with everything.
But I drink milk now. I have a little peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter jelly. I get a little milk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who does?
little milk with the cookies. Yeah,
Yeah.
love it. But
little
milk
almond
with
milk.
Pop Tarts. I don't know. That's a little weird.
Chocolate Pop-Tarts.
Can we move straight into Jared's whiff?
Yes, let's go to Jared's whiff.
That's why we're talking about childhood.
Mm.
So,
Yep.
my question was, during your early teenage years and adolescence, what was your favorite film before you turned like 14 or back? So
Yeah.
it had to be out by the time you were 14 or back.
Yeah, I looked at it. It was like any movie before like what I was 14 in like 2007.
Yeah, I didn't have to think about it at all
Yeah.
because it was super easy for me, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I picked it.
Well, I mean, it was your question. So, Alex,
Exactly.
what is your whiff?
Okay, I didn't think about it super hard. The first thing that came to my mind was like, what's the first movie I remember the
Yeah.
most like during that time? It's a curveball. You've probably never seen it. It's called Simon Birch. It's called Simon Birch. And do you know
No,
what Simon
dude.
Birch is about?
No.
It's keep in mind I watched this movie when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and it's like a
Okay.
very serious adult movie.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
real quick, can I just throw a disclaimer out there? If you haven't seen the movie Simon Birch, if you're listening to this and you haven't seen Simon Birch, please don't do it. Don't watch it.
I'm gonna give
Just
out-
let him.
I'm gonna give out a couple heavy spoilers.
Don't
If
watch
you're
it.
like-
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like just tell me exactly what happens in the movie,
ahead.
and I never have to watch
Just
it.
do it. Just
Okay,
do it.
so I was like 5 or 6, and I was bawling, crying
Okay.
at the end of this movie because and
Okay.
it's like
Because it
a
was scary,
serious-
or
No.
So sad.
Not it's sad.
sad. Okay.
This is how
So
sad this
fucking
movie is. So
sad.
it's basically about a young dwarf
Yeah.
named
Okay.
Simon.
Name Simon.
And he's like an orphan basically, and he doesn't really have a family, and his best friend has like the best mom ever. She's so nice, and they play baseball together, and Simon's terrible because he's
A midget.
small,
A dwarf.
Yeah, he's a
dwarf,
dwarf.
if you will.
Yeah, they prefer to be called
Dwarf.
little people.
He's
Little
like
people.
really smart and
person.
funny and quippy, and they're probably like
yeah, most
12.
dwarves are. Well, they live to be a long time.
He just tell me. Did he just go little person? He said they're funny. He goes, oh, well, most dwarfs.
Most dwarfs are.
Have you seen Snow White?
He's like funny and quippy in the movie. They're like 12.
Yeah.
And then they're playing baseball,
Mm-hmm.
and Simon hits the ball for the first time, and he's terrible, dude. Not even kidding, he's terrible. Hits
Yeah.
the ball for the first time, flies, hits a home run to win the game,
Wow.
hits his best friend Joe, hits his mom right in the head, kills her.
Wow.
Fucking kills her on
out
the
of
spot.
nowhere.
So then
And that's the end.
No, it's basically just a whole. But don't do the whole. Plot,
I won't do the
but
whole thing.
It's just a lot of sad things happening to Simon.
It's basically everybody hated him. They made fun of him. They thought he was a loser before that, and then killed his best friend's mom.
Oof.
The only person that liked him, he killed the mom.
Yeah.
So man,
That's an oof
No.
moment.
Oof.
And that was your favorite childhood movie.
that's an oof. I don't even know if it's my favorite. It's just the 1st thing that came to my mind. I was like,
Okay.
oh, Simon Birch. Simon Birch.
I remember Alex told me about Simon Birch, and then I subsequently saw it
Dude,
later.
it's so sad.
It's real sad.
It's so sad.
All right, Corey, what's yours?
So I did it a little bit different than you, Alex. It wasn't like the first thing that popped into my head. I wanted to make sure like it wasn't a movie that came out like when I was real young, like 1 or 2, that wasn't really my like childhood movie. Like I saw it when I was young, like Holy Grail or something like that, but it wasn't my childhood movie, right?
Right.
So I went with something that came out when I was kind of able to understand what like the movie was. Okay, and so my favorite childhood movie is Goofy movie, the Goofy movie.
I love
Love
the
it.
Goofy movie.
Oh man,
Love it.
is that where they take it? One
When they're singing and
somebody's
dancing,
going to
yeah.
college.
Tonight
Yeah,
is the
well,
only
he's about
night
to.
you-
Whatever.
No, that's the second one. The first one is when he wants to go to the Powerline concert, and his dad takes him on
Takes
like
him on
a
to a
father-son
camping
road
trip.
trip, and the whole time he's like, I gotta get to this fucking Powerline concert.
Yeah,
'cause this
fuck my
girl
dad.
I like, right? And his dad's goofy, and he's
Yeah.
doing all this like really
Duh.
nice shit to try to bond with his son. And
Yeah.
the
Well,
kid's just
gosh, son.
Yeah, he's just so like,
Damn, dude, I probably haven't seen that in 20 years.
Yo,
Hey.
I love the Goofy movie.
yeah, I love the Goofy movie too. It was-
Honorable mention though, can I do an honorable mention that was very
Yeah.
very close? It was God, what was it? Small Soldiers.
I watched that like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Soldiers.
Dude.
Love-
It's so bad.
It's so bad, but so good.
It's so
did we
bad
watch
but
that
so
together?
good.
We did.
I feel like we watched it
you,
together
You
a
came
couple years
downstairs
ago.
and I was watching it, and you just kind of like hung out with me while I watched it. It's
Yeah.
so annoying.
And also low key Indian in the Cupboard. Just wanted them.
All right.
Yeah, dude, I quote that
Yeah.
all the time.
Okay,
dude.
but all those aside, my favorite Goofy movie.
I was
Love it.
straight traumatized when the Indian, whose name I don't remember off the top of my head, just shoots
Yeah,
the cowboy.
I don't want to do some racist, like I was about to say like Tonto or something, but
No, I think
it's
this is gonna bother me.
Little Feather,
it's Little something, Littlefoot or
Little
something
Bear.
like that.
Little Bear,
Little Bear.
Little Bear. That-
Is it Little Bear?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Little Bear.
Okay,
'Cause he's got
probably that's some
paws on
good
his
ass trivia
chest.
right there.
Yeah, Little
Yes.
Yeah, I just like when.
Now, if you could name the cowboy, I'd be impressed.
Hell no.
Do you know the main kid's name?
Nope.
Omri.
Omri.
And
Omri, weird ass name.
Weird, stupid name. But I
I
just
thought
like.
it was Henri for the longest time.
I just
Omri?
like. I don't even remember if it's him or his friend that's like talking to the other kid, and he's like plastic. They're plastic.
Plastic.
Yeah,
Me and my family say that all the time.
Blast. Great movie.
Plastic. Dude, that kid's so ugly. I don't know how he got the role, to be honest, because he's not a good actor.
Because
nor
in
is
the
he
90s,
even like an adorable
in the
kid.
90s, you could
No.
get acting credits. You could be ugly and get acting credits.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, dude. So many just butt ugly kids.
Hey, you need roles sometimes like that.
That kid needed braces, is what he needed.
Mm,
He did.
yeah, jagged.
Bad.
And he had the hair
Jared.
drapes.
Jared,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
your whiff?
Classic.
You know, you created this. You got it right on the spot. Let's go.
My whiff is also my favorite movie ever, which is The Goonies.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
It'll for me. It's always The Goonies. And,
Always.
It's not even just because I remember the very first time I saw The Goonies. It's
But
actually
see that
Go ahead.
that's one of those movies that really came out when like you were really
Before.
too young. Yeah,
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, I was like,
But it counts.
I can remember the very first time I watched it because I was 7, and I watched it with my mom. She made me watch it because she was like you're gonna love this movie. You have to watch it. And I was like, it looks weird. I don't like it. And she was like, no, you gotta watch it. And so she made me watch it. But what was also weird about that day was I was so picky when I was a kid that I wouldn't eat ice cream. Like
That's weird.
I thought it looked gross. I was like,
All
I'm not-
kids like ice cream.
I didn't. I wouldn't eat it. I thought it was gross. And my mom took me to Dairy Queen and was like, "You're gonna eat ice cream." And I was like,
Wow.
No, I don't want it." And she's like, "You
Wow,
have
That's
to."
that's
Also-
a cool story. I
Yeah.
never heard of a mom like you.
Yeah,
Eat your ice cream.
She was like, "You have
better."
to try this. You have to try this." And she gave me chocolate ice cream, and I tried it, and it was the very first time I ever had ice cream, and I was like, "Yo, this is awesome!" And so she let me eat
Have
ice
you
cream
not
at the
had
store.
chocolate before?
Yeah,
Maybe
but I
that was
never
it.
had chocolate ice cream.
That was the first time he ate food. He
No,
was
I meant like
13.
chocolate ice cream.
What do you-
You were just trying that plain ass vanilla shit, and you
I
needed
had
to upgrade.
never eaten ice cream before.
Any type
Ever.
of ice cream.
Oh well, how did you know you didn't like it?
I was weird.
He just thought it looked weird.
Okay,
I thought it
whatever.
looked
So
gross.
this was just a day of brand new
Yes.
things.
So she took me to get ice cream. We ate ice cream there, and then I liked it so much, she let me bring some home to have later, and I was eating ice cream and watching The Goonies for the first
Oh my
time.
god,
That's a really
such a
it's
nice
such
memory.
a sweet story.
Yeah, that's
That
like
is.
one of my
Me and
favorite
Corey,
memories
the
of
first
my
time
mom.
we saw the Goonies, we probably watched it with like our friends, and then went out and had fun with them, and then You just watched it with your mom.
Yeah, it was tight.
Wow.
That's why I have. That's why it's my favorite movie.
No, that's a very, very. It's so sweet.
Yeah.
It almost
Yeah.
brings a tear to my eye.
Fuck you, bro.
It
The
was
first time he had
kind of-
ice cream too.
Yeah, it's such a
Two
great
good things.
day.
Is that the first day you had
No
sex
wonder.
too?
Like,
No,
nope.
that was later.
With the ice
with
cream.
the ice cream.
That was much earlier.
No, he never said he hadn't stuck his dick in it.
Yeah.
He hadn't eaten it. That's why he never ate it.
Yeah, that's why.
He just always equated it.
Yeah. It's cold.
Real cold, ma.
I was like looking, actually, I like looked these movies up because I knew the ones like I grew up with and I liked, but I wanted to make sure they were kind of like they came out when I was old enough to understand, like I said. And like a lot of the movies that we liked and like kind of grew up on and like saw when we were young, they came out like before we were born.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because before
Like
we were
late
born was when all the
80s
great
and
movies
stuff
were
too.
made.
I just didn't know. Like
Yeah.
I just know I seen it for the first time and I didn't know like when it came out. I just knew it was like Forrest Gump. That was like 89 or something like that. Like 88.
99.
Yeah.
No, it was not in the 90s.
Yeah, it was. It was. Actually, I want to
don't
say
think so.
96.
It might have been, yeah, 96, but I
'Cause it
know
went,
I was like 3
No, I
or
want to say
something.
98.
Was it 98?
I want to say 98.
I'm pretty.
I know it ended with an 8. That's why I said 88.
94.
94.
Wow. See, like, wow, it's it.
That is.
impressive.
That
I was
is a little
one.
bit further back.
I was one. Like, when was the first time I saw Forrest Gump? I don't remember.
I don't know,
I just
but
like, know
does,
it.
does Forrest
Isn't that
Gump,
weird?
Does Forrest Gump have AIDS at the end of that movie?
No.
Mm.
Yes.
Junior?
Forrest Gump and Forrest Gump Jr. have AIDS at the end of that movie.
Well, they most
Yeah.
likely do.
They do, for sure. That movie does not have like a real happy
They most
ending when you
likely
think
do.
about it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't know how or when.
early 90s, it was hard to catch it.
Nah.
So there's a good shot that Junior's got it. Forrest
for sure.
had sex with her one time.
Unprotected sex because it produced a child.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know like the
I don't think
He's got the HIV.
I don't think
ratio
Forrest
to,
has
like-
it. Junior, he's probably got it.
He's probably got it.
He's probably got it because, yeah,
And it's a shame because he's so smart, Jenny.
he is. He's so smart.
Love that movie. But yeah, it came out like when I was 1.
Yeah,
It's crazy. And like Saving Private Ryan, that was like 93. It was crazy. Just like these movies that I remember seeing when I was like younger, but it came
Yeah.
out like way before I even thought it did.
What's your whiff of the week?
Oh yeah, my whiff. Favorite person you've never met. This can be celebrity, whatever. Someone in your family you've never met. But someone real. Real life.
Okay.
Jared, do you want to go first?
Yes, I will go first. This one, I took the Alex route, and I just thought to myself, the first person who would come to
Same.
mind when I asked myself, like, if there was one person I'd like to meet right now, who would it be? And it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That's a good one.
He just seems
that's great.
super tight.
Yeah, he's a pretty
would-
chill dude.
What would be the first thing you do if he like knocked on your door right now? What's up, Jared? I'm here to hang.
I'd probably freak out and be like, holy shit, you're The Rock.
Wonder how big he is, like in person.
Oh,
I
probably
read
much
somewhere that I think he's 6'6".
yeah. I mean,
And
like he was like what? He was a defensive lineman, right? Like a tall dude.
the craziest thing about The Rock is if you watch, because sometimes it'll pop up on like Bleacher Report or ESPN Twitter. There's a clip of him sitting at one of his dad's matches when he's 11, and he's legitimately bigger than the adults around him. And it's like,
Wow.
bro.
He was showing me the
Big kid.
Jared was showing me that video. He could
Yeah.
get into a bar at 11.
He's 6'5", 260 of all muscle. So 260 pounds of like.
So
So
he's a
what do you
defensive
do?
end
You try
in
to
the
hug
NFL.
him? Do you dap him up?
If he would let me, I'd hug him.
Yeah, he'd probably let you.
He probably would.
Yeah.
But if he was like, bring it in,
He
brother,
seems like
I
a
would
hugger.
hug the
Yeah,
shit
if
out
he
of
was
The
like,
Rock.
he's like, what's up, bro? He'd probably
Yeah.
do like a half dap, half hug.
Yeah.
But for someone that big, if you're just like, "Hey, Mr. Johnstone,"
Yeah, like
and give him
you're
a
not
hug.
a kid,
It would
so
be. You would look like a child, like next to him. So it'd be just be weird, like giving him a hug. I feel like because he's that big.
yeah.
And then I'd be like,
But like, what would you do?
I would
Like,
be like,
what would you guys like talk about?
I would ask him about. I would just want to ask him questions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the first,
Get to know him.
I would thank him for the movie Scorpion King, because when
Did it justice?
when Scorpion King came out,
Yeah, so good.
my brother and I probably watched. Caleb, who is listening, we probably watched Scorpion King like
Loved it.
100 times.
That is
Fucking
the-
loved. We used to make Lego swords.
I was
And
about to say,
fucking
got me
throw
into
shit at
sword
each other and
fighting.
try to block them and what? Oh yeah, I fucking
me into sword
loved
fighting.
the Scorpion King.
What if he came in and he was like, his first question was, "What'd you think of the Scorpion King?" I'd be like, "Dude, it was so good. It was so good. I think you should make
So
another
good.
one."
I don't think it was good, but it was awesome when it came out.
He should make another
Or the
one with
Rundown.
Kevin Hart.
Bro, do you remember The Rundown?
Yeah, great movie.
Right, with him and Sean William Scott, where The Rock.
Get out of here, monkey!
Yes.
Get out of here, monkey!
Wasn't there two of them though that were?
There
like-
was that one, and there was Walking Tall with Johnny Knoxville. But The Rundown, he had hair, and he like.
that was with The Rock too, right?
Yes.
And they were like the same movie.
No.
almost.
Walking Tall was about him defending a town with a 2x4.
Yeah,
The Rundown was about him catching Sean William Scott in Brazil. And Rosario
El
Dawson
Gato.
and Christopher
The El
Walken is in
Gato.
it, which is why I loved it so much. Because Christopher Walken, I fucking love.
Yeah.
El Gato.
Yeah.
Just the double pump shit, like that was sick.
Yes, dude, he was so tight.
And breaking that like
With his elbow?
concrete
Yeah.
pillar, that was sick.
It's just so cool.
That was
was
so sick.
sick.
And he's like, didn't want to kill me, but he's like, I don't like guns. I don't like guns. And then he's
Dude,
like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill everybody.
I'm gonna stop.
Because he had to. He wanted to save the townspeople.
If you reframe that story, it's just a somewhat nice man being
Maniac
pushed
guy,
to going
yeah.
on a psychopath rampage because he murders probably 50
All of them.
people.
Yeah. Well, it's in Just Cause. They were like slaving out the town and kind of
It's still murder.
doing that stuff. But it is
He
still murder.
really
But it's war, right? You know.
He really hated guns. He
Really
really,
hated
hated
He made a
He
point
did.
of several
I
times in that
don't
movie, like,
like
I don't use
He
guns.
didn't like guns, and
I
then,
use guns, bad things happen. And they're like,
Yeah.
like what? People die? That's what a gun's for, idiot.
They're like, bad shit's already happening.
and then he didn't want the thing to swim up his pee-pee,
yep.
right? He didn't go swimming. He's like, not today.
So Dwayne The Rock Johnson, if I ever get an opportunity to say what's up, I'm gonna tweet
Dwayne,
you
if
all
you,
the time now.
he's a very big podcast listener. Dwayne, if you're listening, would love to hear from you.
Let's get you on the show.
Let's get you on
Come
the
on
show.
over, man.
Love to pick your brain.
You got a Skype, right?
Yeah, he's got Skype, dude. For sure. I would love to know his AIM.
I think he's on his honeymoon. He just got married last
AOL.
weekend.
His
Who'd he get married
AOL
to?
name.
I don't. She's not like a super famous actress. She's in some other field, but he got married over the weekend.
Good for him.
So, Alex, your favorite person that you've never met?
Okay, I went against your rules. You said it has to be
not a rule.
real. I said not. I went completely not real.
Okay.
Just completely just went against it because I
Okay.
was thinking about it, and I was thinking about someone I'd really like to hang out with, and it's Ben Kenobi.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
I will allow that.
Thank
I
you.
will allow
Just Obi-Wan
Star
because of
Wars
his like
people.
wisdom, and he's so nice, and he's also really dangerous.
Yeah.
So he could protect me.
Incredible fighter.
I'd want it to be like in the Jedi world though, and him call me a youngling. I could be his Padawan, and he
And
could be
then
my
you can-
master.
You can murder a bunch of younglings later on in life.
Yeah, then he'll get real upset with me.
Is that
Though.
the plan? And so you just want to be Darth Vader. Is that it?
I think it's more. I just want to hang out with like Ewan McGregor.
But being Darth Vader would be pretty
Or
tight.
Alec McGinnis. Like I don't know if I like the older one The older one's probably even better.
The thing I like
Old
about
eyes, yeah. Old
Old Ben is just chill. He's got his little hut out there in the desert, always going to the Burning Man concerts,
weird.
and
He's a little weird.
Yeah, dude, he's trippy. He's just fucking hanging out.
I think there's a tad bit of senility setting in. He's old. He forgets a couple things, but he's cool.
I think he definitely holds like a grudge and like is very aggressive towards those sand people. He probably turned into like a serial killer late in life, and
he's almost like a racist.
Yeah.
They were probably
not really a racist, but just like an exterminator. Doesn't like the sand people, and if he comes around like the property, he acts like this cool, nice little old guy. He doesn't like to bother anybody, but if people bother him.
I don't know where you guys are getting this hatred of the sand people. He said like one thing about the sand people in the first movie.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's a more
that's hidden.
Deeper thing.
My favorite thing.
That's why I just want to ask Ben, what's up?
My favorite thing about.
How do you think he stayed like healthy and fit? He was training.
Mm-hmm.
He was just killing sand people in the middle of the desert.
Probably not.
What were you gonna say, Jared?
I was going to say, I always thought it was really funny how the guy who played him in the original Star Wars absolutely, like, hated Star Wars. He wished, like, he used to tell people he didn't want to be known for it.
That's
like,
Alec McGinnis. That's actually, like, Ewan McGregor's, like, uncle.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's super cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Wow, little Annie.
All right.
Love little Annie, too.
That's the weirdest, like, forced nickname.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. All the prequels are weird.
Yeah.
And there's problems there, but I just always hated. Even when I was a kid, I remember them being like, Little Annie, and I was like, oh, come on. Like, in the later movies, when he's supposed to be like a badass, and everybody's like, oh, Annie. And he's even more broody about it. I was like, yeah, dude, stop calling him Annie.
That's probably why he snapped.
Yeah, that and then the sand people killed us. These fucking sand people, man.
It's all mom issues. Like,
honestly, the sand people caused this whole fucking thing.
For real, I swear to God, they did. They're behind everything. Them with Jar Jar Binks, and they're taking over.
If the sand people didn't kill, do you know Anakin Skywalker's mom's name?
Negative.
Do you?
No.
Shmi.
Good trivia.
It's Shmi.
It's Shmi.
Mario.
It's Shmi, your mom.
Which that would have been such a better way to play her.
Yeah.
Hey, Anakin. What are you doing in this pod racing? You're never going to be a great pod racer.
Mom, I know it's Shmi. You're my mom.
And then he's like,
it's Shmi. Mama.
Hey, what a midichlorians.
It's Shmi and me. They
would have left his ass. They would have left.
Me and Annie going through the desert time. Comes along a Jedi with his shiny sword. I'd watch.
Shiny sword.
Shiny sword?
Shiny sword.
What's yours, Corey?
Yeah, what's yours?
My favorite person, Donald Glover.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Good pick, bro.
I agree.
He's a very cool guy, and I just would love to like kind of jam with him too. Like make some music, play some music, dude, and just like chit chat. Funny guy,
smart guy,
yeah, brilliant
smart guy.
I love Derek comedy.
Yeah,
like his old college sketch thing that he did. Yeah. Oh my god, there's some shit in there really funny.
Yeah, that's that classic dry humor. You just have to get it, dude.
That shit is really funny.
I get wrist control. And once I have wrist control, I pull out my gun. He's afraid of my gun. Oh my god, that shit is just killer.
That shit is really funny. Yeah, no, he's a really smart dude. That would be really cool he'd be cool to hang out.
Also, what's your favorite? Okay, he's done like a bunch of different things. He's rapped, he's sang, he's done the Community. What is your favorite Donald Glover like thing that he's done?
Probably Community.
Oh, that's really tough because I love Community, but I bought his first album like the day after I found out he was a rapper. I went to Best Buy first thing in the morning and bought his album and literally listened to it when my car got repoed. It was in the car.
That was royalty, right?
Yeah. No, it was Cul-de-sac was he released online, and then it was Bonfire was the first like one you could buy in store. And I bought Bonfire and I knew all of it.
So you like rapper Gambino?
Yeah, probably.
I like his music.
I love his
too.
music.
Love his music.
Yeah.
And you go with Community. Ooh,
Community's so good though.
yo, I love his rap stuff, but I'll just go a little different. His stand-up.
His special,
classic
his special is
specials.
really funny. I
Very
wish he would
funny.
have done more.
And I bet like seeing
Stand-up.
his like local shows stuff that wasn't like on Comedy Central, I bet
Probably
they're
really funny.
fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Do you watch Atlanta?
What?
Do you watch Atlanta, his show?
I watched the first season.
Bro, it's so good.
Yeah.
That and I love, one of my favorite things was, because I've been I know you've been listening to his music forever. We've all
him.
actually been listening to his music and following Donald Glover for a really long time. I used to get so hype every time I would see him get like little cameos in movies. He was in the Muppet movie as an NBC executive telling the Muppets about like a show that they were going to be on. And I remember him popping in and I was like, oh shit, it's Childish. I always thought it was so cool. But,
It's Donald. I love him.
yeah. What's up, Donald?
yeah, he's a cool ass dude.
Let's do a quick yes or no. Do you like his like funk album?
Awaken My Love?
Yes.
Yes.
It's different.
Just do you like it or not?
I'll say yes if it's just yes or no. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could say
More because I
no,
like
it's
it.
not
I
for
like
me.
him.
You could say
Can
no.
I say a strong yes? Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I love funk. I love like the whole R&B stuff. Pretty cool. I like
been
it a lot.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of like 70s music lately.
Yeah,
Just-
little 70s.
just
Dude,
at
I listen
work.
to a little Temptations every now and then, a little Marvin Gaye in the morning. I love it, dude.
I was bumping Earth, Wind, and Fire today.
Love it, dude. So we're getting pretty late here along in the show. I've got some, questions here. Do you want to get one or two in?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Sure.
All right, so let's get into a few questions real quick. I got to pick which ones to do because I found a lot of funny ones. So
yeah, we want funny.
Yeah. So I think I found a great place to find our questions now instead of Yahoo Answers. Okay, this is a subreddit called No Stupid Questions. And of course, there's a ton of stupid questions on there,
Tight.
right?
That's pretty funny.
So a lot of good ones, Let's see here. Yeah, this is one that I really want to ask. So this guy, his name is Swag Soldier 420. Great name, by the way.
Great name.
Great name.
That's such a troll name.
That's pretty impressive to get it, though. Is
Swag
it like
Soldier
underscores
420?
and shit?
No,
Damn,
not at
so
all.
he's
Yeah,
the original
Swag
Swag Soldier 420. That's almost impressive.
It's like he
That's tough to
only
do.
made it 4 months ago.
Ooh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, no one
Okay.
thought of that. That's weird.
We've got some questions
so
for you, Swag Soldier.
Soldier 420 hashtag Blaze It asks
Hashtag Blazer.
how many times would you have to receive communion in order to eat an entire Jesus?
Oh. Wow.
So, what do y'all think? What's your take on
the
that?
communion wafers?
Yeah, the little communion wafers. You go up, you get the wine, grape juice.
Do you know
and,
they have them pre-packaged and you can buy them on Amazon?
like a Amazon shipped communion?
Bro, it's a little cracker and a little single serve of wine or juice.
Is it like communion to go?
Bro, you can buy like 200 of them for like $50 if you just want to snack on some Jesus. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Hold your own communion
yeah.
if you want it.
Communing?
So that's
Are
a
we
lot of.
communing with something?
Yeah.
So I guess that would be the most quickest way that you could eat a lot of crackers, to eat an entire Jesus.
Right, because
Is to Amazon it and get it all and just like buffet it.
for those who don't know, it's like you're supposed to be like, it's eating
body of Christ.
The body
blood
of
Christ.
Christ.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the blood of
You go
Christ,
up
so-
there and they say this is the body. When you're Christian or whatever,
Catholic.
with your Catholic, you believe that
Well,
this
not
is the
just
body of Christ, and you are actually consuming the body of Christ and the blood of Christ, and it cleanses your sins or what have you. And so,
if you're a non-believer, you're just
It's a snack.
sort of eating. It's just a little snack.
It's a snack.
A mid-church
sometimes-
snack.
Which makes sense.
It's got to be hard
Because
work.
if you've been to a Catholic church, it's a lot of getting up, getting down, moving around. Peace be with you. Also with you.
You gotta get
It's
some
nice to
carbs
get a
in.
snack. It's nice to get a snack.
You got to have a mid-church snack.
I wish it was-
I've always
Yeah,
said it.
You'll get a cramp. You'll get a cramp if you
Yes.
don't get that
Basically,
snack
you get,
in.
you get
know?
a couple crackers, you get a sip of wine.
Get some water
Yeah.
from the back, fill it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, you get a little.
There's
What they
sometimes
need
they have
is a little bit
cooler
of,
in the back.
What I wish is like Jesus didn't turn like his like blood into wine, and instead he turned it into like cheese dip, like beer cheese. And so like you take the little piece of bread
Drink of my
and like
blood. It is the
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah.
and you dip it in the cheese. Ooh, I'd go to communion a lot more
you go up
often.
there and they're like, all right, here's your body of Christ with the cheese and blood.
Okay, no, it
Thank you, Father.
can't be some low quality cheese.
Cheese
there.
whiz?
No, it can't be cheese whiz. It's gonna be the fondue pot that sits up there on the altar. You know, ooh, that's
Sounds
some
pretty
holy
good.
They
cheese.
hand you a piece of
That's
bread
some
on
holy
like a
cheese,
skewer, and you
Yeah.
go over to the fondue bubbler.
Please dip it
Exactly.
in our fondue. Dip him in our fondue.
All right,
Like
so
you
how
went,
many?
you went wrong there, Jesus. Like turning your blood into wine. Come on, it needs to be some beer cheese. Little
So-
pretzel bites.
How
come
many?
on, bro.
How many crackers?
Okay, so I
make it
kind of did
Jesus.
the math here, right? I did the numbers. I even went so far to look up, Saudi Arabia average male weight is like about 160 pounds, okay? It might have been a little less back then, because
A
they were
lot
fighting and
less.
shit for food, but this is the Son of God, right? He was eating whenever he fucking wanted.
He was he wasn't bulky,
No, but
but
he was fit.
He was very cut.
They always
He's a-
make him cut.
He's a well-worn traveler, He was walking everywhere. He was like lifting people's spirits
Yeah.
up, getting swole on the Lord.
Yeah.
So,
There's a lot, that's a lot of tough work.
yeah.
That's
So-
why he looks the way he does.
Yeah, so I also Googled how much an average cracker weighs, and it only told me the serving size, so I kind of had to did the math. Like 2 grams, right? 2 grams per little Cheez-It cracker. That kind of makes sense. So 2 grams, 160 pounds for an average human, right? If you're going to eat an entire Jesus, it'll be about 160 pounds. So that in crackers is 40,000 crackers. So you would have to take communion 40,000 times there, swag 420. So not that bad if you want to eat a Jesus.
Bro,
How
they've been
many-
eating them for years.
how many
I know.
days?
We've consumed Jesus way over. I know
Time
that, but
again.
like a
how many
single
years
person,
is 400,000
if you want to,
days?
devote your life to that,
No, 40,000, I think.
40,000. Sorry.
40,000. Yeah, 40,000 crackers.
My calculator.
That would be an entire Jesus. So if you're shooting for
109
that,
years. It'll take you 109 years.
oh yeah, because that's once per. Well, it's not even once per week, right? Like sometimes they don't do communion.
That's per day.
Oh, that's per day.
Yes.
And it would
Wow.
take you 109 years. But a lot
Yo.
of churches, a lot of people eating the body.
Yeah,
You know, you know.
just Amazon it,
No.
man. Yeah, there needs to be a golden corral for that communion.
Yeah, a little buffet.
Yeah, you.
Get back into last week's episode. We're snacking on him.
Yeah, get your snack buddy. Get your
Yeah.
Jesus snack buddy, and praise the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Get you some grape juice. That's what they give the kiddies.
Wow. The little Jesus juice. That's
Yeah,
what they
little-
call it.
Little Jesus juice. Little
That's-
sip of wine.
That was
Little
Michael Jackson.
little piece of bread. That's what I was about to say. Is I like the churches that do the bread, like the real bread.
Yeah, real bread
when
is
you-
always better.
It's when you know it's quality. That's 5-star on Yelp.
Wow.
This church serves bread.
What's the
so
next
that-
question?
That's it for the swag surfer 420s. No, swag
Swag soldier.
That's right.
Swag.
Show some respect. He didn't serve.
He
for you to
was
call
a
him
war
surfer.
hero.
We salute you.
We
He's a soldier of the swag.
you. Okay.
Show some goddamn
So
respect.
this
to that.
next question is brought to you by Sammy Goldberg. Sammy Goldberg. So that's just her name, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, not too creative there, Sammy. But let's go to your question.
Her, but not Swag Soldier.
No, that's a classic name. Would Medusa's body hair be snakes as well?
I like to think so.
Yeah, you like to think so? Like, does
Yeah.
that turn you on a little bit? Little bush snakes?
I think it'd be way cooler.
It would be. Like, she probably had hairy arms because,
Exactly. It would
women
make her
over
so
the
much
years
scarier.
got less
if
hairy.
if you showed up and they were like, "Hey, here's this snake monster, and she's covered in snakes," and she turns you to stone. If you look at her, I would be like, "She's covered in what?" I wouldn't even get to the stones part, the turn to stone part. I'd be like, "How many snakes?" That's a shitload of
She
snakes.
probably shaves.
Maybe, but would you?
Would you?
Use all them snakes
if
to
my
your
sole
advantage.
purpose was like to
Kill.
kill,
Yeah.
no, man, I would let them things run wild.
Yeah, but she's probably covered in like 100 tiny little snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
100.
weird question to think of, but
terrifying.
good question,
It's probably
Sammy.
painful for her though.
It probably is, She sits
'Cause it's
down,
so much
her hairy
weight,
butt,
dude. Think of like how many hairs you have. Like if she had it on, she would just be like this.
I think you're putting like real world rules on like the made up goddess. Well, she's not a goddess, but I think you could cover her in snakes.
She's probably covered in snakes.
So many snakes.
So yeah, weird ass question. Let's do another one real quick here. This is from Jackson Emphasis. Jackson _ Emphasis.
Wow.
I don't.
Is it
I don't-
all caps?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I could have made it
Jackson
a little
Emphasis.
better screen name there by emphasizing emphasis.
Come on, bro. You gotta think about this shit.
Jackson _ Emphasis. That sounds like one of those football players.
Yeah.
Backslash fourth to fifth.
X-wing at aliciousness.
Lewith. That's my favorite last name.
Tyrell
Lewith.
Lewis.
Could a full-grown house cat defeat a 4-year-old human? Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, easily.
Of course.
Very easily. Because you're talking about fear now. So the 4-year-old is going to be fucking terrified. If a full-grown house cat is like
Just coming
really
at
going at him, yeah, no shop. A 4-year-old's just going to cry and just get its ass
Oh,
whooped.
he's gonna get mauled. He'll probably get blinded.
Yeah, no, that sounds awful. I would love to see it.
I would pay.
I would pay.
Pay-per-view. That would be like the first pay-per-view I ever bought. So worth it.
Imagine how much money they would make.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. I'd watch it twice. I'd pay twice.
Little Timmy versus Fluffles.
Yeah, no, it would be brutal. What do you think, Jared?
I would not watch that, but yeah, they would for sure get
You are
fucked up.
fucking lying.
The cat would go straight for the neck, dude.
Why would you want to watch a 4-year-old get?
I don't
scalped
wanna watch
by a
it.
cat?
Yeah.
I
You
need
just
to
said
watch
you
it.
paid for
Needs.
it. No,
Yeah.
no, thank you. I'm a fully grown adult, and I'm pretty convinced that if one of my cats attempted to end my life, I wouldn't know how to handle it. So a 4-year-old.
Yeah, it's either you or the cat, and that's
No,
when it
because
comes down to.
you're gonna get fucked up no matter how
If
you
the
look
cat
at
came
it.
at me, I probably don't think I could kill a full-grown cat.
It's like when you really think about
it's
it,
like
you,
mentally,
you're like,
Well,
that's
and
what I'm
also
saying.
mentally, like I'm just
Nah.
gonna smash this cat's face in right now. I don't think I
no,
could do that.
for
Even
sure.
if it was attacking me.
If I had to kill a cat, I could get past the idea of doing it, but physically, I'm not sure how it would
so
go about
sharp,
it. They're
dude.
so sharp. You would just get gashed so many
You'd
times.
just be like, ah!
It'd be climbing up you, slashing.
Yo,
you.
I know the pain. I had cat scratch fever when I was a kid. Okay, I tried to break up a cat fight between my cat and a wildcat, and the wildcat jumped on my fucking back and scratched me all the way down, and it got infected, and I got a fever, and it's called cat scratch fever. It's real. It's not just a Muppet song.
I know what cat scratch fever is.
Whoa, you got cat scratch fever.
Yeah, I got cat scratch fever.
Does
Yeah.
it? That's crazy.
He
That's
turned
not
into
real.
a cat.
It's real.
I mean,
I
that's- that's
swear
full
to God,
when the
it
full moon
happened.
came, he turned into a
doctor diagnosed me with cat scratch fever.
Was he
Yeah.
paying attention? Was he like, yeah, it's cat scratch fever, I guess.
You got
Yeah.
a fever induced
What
by
happened to
cat
him?
scratch.
You got
I was like,
scratched by a cat. What about a
Yep.
dog? Do you
So
think?
note to self: do not break up a cat fight. Never.
do you think you could take like a full-grown little dog,
No, full grown
honestly-
little dog.
like a Yorkie or like a pug?
Honestly, that would be easier than a cat.
Right? It would be so
Yeah,
much easier.
it would
than a
be.
cat. It's only got one thing it's coming at me from. A cat's got 5.
Yeah, I don't know. Not unless like the owner doesn't clip their nails regularly because they can be pretty sharp.
Get your dog's
But
nails clipped.
a dog doesn't
I have.
naturally attack.
Not you.
Just in general.
Well,
yeah.
I'm
I
saying
kind
just
of
in general. Just
I, wa-
clip 'em.
I missed it for a good while there, and it got sharp, and I got scratched, dude. Wasn't even trying. We
You
were
got
just
dog
playing.
scratch fever.
Nope. Because she ain't a dirty ass street cat, street dog.
Why was your cat outside with
It's a
another
roamer.
cat?
It's a roamer. She could come and go.
See, I don't do that.
And she would always, I don't know why I'm saying she. His name was fucking Mr. Midnight.
Mr. Midnight.
Yeah, Mr. Midnight. He was a
I
black
always thought
cat.
that was weird, like letting your cat go outside
It's
and just
so weird.
have a double life somewhere
It's so
else,
weird.
like in the
well,
wild.
instead of having, a litter box, you have a cat door, and they can just go outside and come back.
Yeah, but they just
And
leave.
then one
Yeah.
day your cat goes away and you just never see that cat again.
And that happened. Yep.
Mr. Midnight just left.
No,
Mr.
he got hit by a car.
Yeah, he
and,
died.
Oh.
My
Man.
mom's boyfriend at the time just buried him and was like, "Yeah, your cat's dead." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh, damn. That's
Yeah.
That wasn't even your
brutal-
cat. It lived in the woods.
Yeah.
That's so weird though, because
Well,
they
it
just
was
have like, the whole
Bradenton, so
double
what
life.
woods?
Yeah, fair
He
enough.
was just like, catch you guys later, and then
Yeah,
you just go
he
in the
would-
woods and just hang out.
Well, he always brought back, squirrels and like lizards.
Did he
That's
really?
one of my phobia of lizards because there was lizards in the house. Like they could get into like my shit. I found a live squirrel in the bathtub one day. It's crazy. Outside cats are crazy. Like that
What?
can happen. Yeah, they bring live animals back through the cat door
My
that they
cat's
thought was dead,
crazy.
and they're
My
not.
cats bring animals. If they get like a lizard in the house, they'll kill it and bring it over by us.
Well, see, some
But
cats
see,
bring it
but-
in alive.
Yeah,
And it
but
gets
my
away.
Cats, I don't let my cats outside unless it's to move them.
Well, yeah, that's. If I had a cat, it would be an inside cat because like they bring in those weird ass things. I'm not about that.
My cats are super soft though. Like they try to act like they would run outside, but they wouldn't even know what the fuck to do if they got outside.
Yeah, they just.
so
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it.
yeah, oh, I'm gonna do it, and then I'll leave the door open. And they're
Yeah,
like,
it's like do it. You won't.
nah. They're super soft.
Yeah. Soft
Damn.
pussies.
That's a real creepy way to say that.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to a next question real quick before we wrap up here. Because this one just intrigued me. I want to know what you guys think about this. So this was submitted by Clockwork _ Kiwi.
Coolest villain in
Clockwork
Sly
Kiwi.
Cooper.
Clockwork Kiwi.
Sly
If
Cooper's
I cloned myself, would I still like the smell of my own farts if they came from the clone?
No,
No,
Do you guys
and
like the smell of your own farts?
I
Not
don't
like is a strong word.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
No, I don't smell.
Yeah, Alex doesn't smell.
I don't smell
poop,
anymore.
You don't poop?
I just don't smell
Yeah, he
anymore. I
doesn't
can't smell.
You had no
Or
butthole?
taste. I
Had no
can't.
need for one?
Anything.
I can't smell or taste anything.
Yeah,
Really?
He's in a bad
Lost
way.
it. It's called anosmia.
Mm.
It's real.
I bet it is real, but I don't think you have that.
I'm telling you,
No,
I've lived with him for
I think I
over a
do,
year
dude.
now.
it's
I
like
can't say for sure about the taste, but he can't smell.
Like,
I
does he
definitely
stink
can't
right
smell.
now?
No, I don't-
honestly, I have to ask people. I'm like, hey man, do
I
smell
think
like
you've
shit?
asked me. Like, do I stink?
Do I smell bad?
Like, no. Bro.
Just to make sure, because I really can't smell myself. So I don't know. I could be putting on like a dirty shirt that I thought was clean, and
Yeah.
I can smell like shit.
I notice because if he or
Shame.
I fart, he won't notice it, and I will 100% be like, "Wow,
Yeah.
okay."
Well,
No,
just
dude,
be
I'm telling you, I
there.
don't
Just be there
smell.
for him. Just say, hey, you smell bad. You gotta tell them.
Do you want me to tell you if you smell bad?
I don't think
If you do,
Almost
I'm not
never
going to
smell
tell
bad,
you
but-
smell bad if you don't smell
Yeah,
bad.
on the rare off occasion, if you do you want him to say
Yeah.
something?
I don't want to be the smelly guy. That's the worst.
That
dude.
is the worst. That is the worst, dude.
It's worse than anything. If you're
And
the
you
smelly
know
kid,
when you are. I
Yeah.
hope if you're normally not the smelly guy, then you know when you are the smelly guy because like you sit
Yeah.
down and you catch that whiff like of you like, and you're like,
Yeah.
wow, I smell bad.
Yeah.
I
And
can
your
remember-
occasion, you can't smell it, and that
I know I can't. It's
scary.
a problem.
Can you ever
that's
remember an
scary.
occasion where you smelled yourself and you just had to leave wherever you were?
Yes.
Because I have in
Yeah.
college. I was like,
Multiple
I
times.
remember sitting down and being like,
Oh, time to go.
no, I gotta get
Multiple
out
times.
of here.
Multiple times, and it was like mostly in college, yeah, because like I wouldn't shower because like I just like wake up and go to class and whatnot. I'm just like, damn.
I stank. I'm sorry.
I left class one day because like I got there, I sat down, and I was just like, I can't do this, and I left. Like as the professor was coming in, I was like,
I
bye.
did the same thing one time when I had
Not
really
about
bad
this.
diarrhea because I would never shit myself.
Well,
One
that's
time,
okay.
drove all the way to class,
Mm.
sat down for like 10 seconds, and I was like, nope. Got up and I just went home.
Yeah.
I went home. I think I had another class too.
Well,
I
that's
just went
okay,
home.
man. I just
I-
stank, and I was like, I don't
I
want to be
once-
the stanky guy.
I once passed my sociology professor on the way out because do you guys have the thing where it was like if they're 15 minutes late,
Oh
you can
yeah,
leave?
that's a rule. That's an
15 minutes
international-
late, I left. I passed him on the way in. And this was after like 3 weeks. So I knew he recognized
knew.
at least that
Yeah.
I was like one of his students. Pretty sure he still had class, but I just went home.
Well, probably. But you're like
Probably,
15
yeah.
fucking minutes, dude.
It was like 60
Most
minutes.
of-
And I
most
remember
of-
saying, I was one of the kids in the front of the class who somebody
Isn't
brought
there
it
like
up.
some rule?
Somebody
Every
was like,
kid
do we
says
wait
that.
after 15 minutes? And I was like, I am. And there's
Yeah.
another couple of people who were like, yeah, I'm out of here. And I was
Yeah,
like,
when it gets
I'm
to about
leaving.
10 minutes, someone always says that in the class.
I was
Isn't there
mostly
some
joking,
weird
but
rule
then it
like
got to the
15
point where I
minutes we
had
could
to.
leave?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I left.
Classic.
It's technically not a rule, I don't think. It's not an official rule. Like if they show up, it's still a class. Like
They're
they still
still-
have
yeah.
that hour, blocked out, whether it's the last 20 minutes.
I feel
or
like
the-
it's because you're paying like for
Yeah.
like you're billed for like an hour long class, and if they're like past like a certain amount of time,
Can we stop talking about bills and shit like that? Because I'm going to get heated and go off on the fucking education system right now because we pay these fucking professors. I pay you to be there to teach me. So why are you deducting me if I don't want to show up? Right? That happens. If you miss
you
certain
should,
number of class,
in college
they
you
deduct
should not be deducted
Thank
for
you.
absences.
But so many colleges do that. It's school wide. Like if you miss
hate
5
it.
classes, it's a deductible letter grade. Listen, I'm
Yeah.
paying you. If I still have the class on my register, like I have to pay for it. It shouldn't matter. But I don't want to get into that debate. I really
Yeah.
don't.
No,
'Cause,
I'm with you on that one.
Woo,
Yeah.
it's heated.
I would
I
agree.
pay
Because
you.
there are
Come on.
some classes where I felt like I didn't need to go.
I don't need to be there.
I didn't need to go. I could pass the class just fine without having to go to the class.
Yes.
But I had to go
But you
there
have
and
to
show
go.
up.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. No, it's annoying.
Fucking pay you. Like
I agree.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What
Weird.
was the question?
I don't even know. Oh, the fart thing. The
Yeah.
fart thing. If your
Oh,
clone
clone.
farted, would you like smell it?
No, because it wouldn't
be
smell
curious.
good to you because they might not be eating the same shit as you, so it might not come out smelling the same.
Is that it? Is that what it equates to? Like you eat, you know what you're eating and you liked it, and so like when you fart, you're like,
I think just certain, or maybe it's just your methane gas. It's just that's how your methane smells. I don't
yeah,
know.
just kind of like
We've been over
identifies
it.
yourself with you.
My clone would have to be destroyed.
Yeah, we did talk about
Yeah.
that. So like you wouldn't even get a chance. You would probably
No.
smell the fart because you'd punch him like in the stomach and he'd go,
Yeah. I hope not.
Well, if you were in a fight, you don't think like you'd probably like fart?
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be funny. I think you'd stop fighting. I think if I was gonna fight somebody and they farted, I'd be like, "Well, this is done."
How many people do you think are like
That's funny.
MMA, like wrestling, and like one of them farts?
All the time. All the
Yeah,
time.
you
All
get
the time.
squeezed,
Pretty much every
like,
match.
When
Yeah, all
we
the time.
wrestled, like I wrestled, I farted.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You're getting
Some people
school.
poop.
Some people poo themselves.
Some people pooped a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a kid
That's the
cry
worst.
once.
You're
Some
wearing
people
a-
poop themselves in the NBA.
You wearing a
too, Paul Pierce.
white? You wearing a white singlet?
Ooh,
And
who did
That
that?
was a,
Did that happen?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Rossi Bruno did it once. He was state champion. He pooped his pants. Then there was
Yo,
another kid named
you
Chet.
ain't cool unless you poop your pants, okay?
There was
Like
another
state
kid named
champions,
Chet.
I guess.
That kid was not cool, and he shit his pants. He had the same thing, a little poop stain
Wow.
on his britches.
That
there.
was a nightmare situation for wrestling because
Yeah,
shitting yourself
because
in that
those
thing,
tournaments, are hours long. What if you got to shit?
Yeah,
It's all day
Sometimes
long.
you only
like-
pack one singlet.
Yeah.
And then you gotta wear that shit-filled singlet
For the
you're
weekend.
throwing on gym
for the
shorts
whole
and a
weekend.
Yeah, it's
tucked in
tough.
t-shirt. I think
Yeah.
if one of us had shit our pants, I think they probably would have made us keep that same singlet.
Oh, yeah,
They were
probably.
Like, you're wrestling in that shit, boy.
If anyone, I thought it would be QT, if you know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He could have been a
He
shitter.
probably did. He probably did.
Or
You know who I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're not banning him from
Um,
conversation.
But I don't know. I would be
Classic.
curious. I would be curious of my clones
About
fart.
the-
My
oh, I
clones
thought you were talking about
anything.
the shit.
We talked about this before about clones. I would be curious. I'd be like,
So you're just gonna stick your head by its ass and wait for
No.
one?
Hey,
But if we're like
Shit in
hanging
my
out, like
mouth.
I'm getting to know him, and he just goes like, I'll be like,
See, I've thought about it.
I'd give it the little sniff.
You could
If it's
never,
bad, I roll down the windows.
You could never be friends with your clone. You can never get to know your clone.
if it's too weird,
No, there can only be one of you.
there can only
You
be
can't
one.
both
I told
exist.
you, dude.
He's right. You
I'm
can't
telling
both
you.
exist.
There can
You
be
can't-
two.
No.
You can't coexist with your clone. Because who does your mom love more? Who does
she
your
doesn't.
girlfriend date?
She probably doesn't know my
Who-
clone. They
who
don't
does
know
your-
my clone.
You're
Yeah,
hanging out with
yeah,
your clone
until-
they will,
until
till
they
you
wanna
come
be-
home and the clone
Yep.
is in your house.
Exactly, and they're hanging out with your fucking
Then
family.
you gotta kill him.
That-
but
Hey,
now
yeah,
it's
you
only
can't
if
kill
it's
him
an
'cause
evil
your family
clone.
knows
Yep,
about him.
your family thinks
There's no
it's you.
such thing as a non-evil clone, Corey.
Yes, there
you think,
is.
Do you think clones want to exist as clones forever, or do they want to be people?
They are their people.
No, they're not,
No,
because
they're
they're
not.
you. And there
Well,
can only
they're
be one
clones
Corey
of
Gallion.
me.
There can only be one of you. And if there's two people that look the same and feel the same, only one of them can exist. And it's either going to be you or that clone, man. And somebody's going to
Okay,
be with
well,
a
if
gun
it's in that
pointing at both
situation-
of you.
I'm saying shoot him.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
he's going to be like, shoot him. He's the clone.
Yep,
Well,
you'll get in that
of course.
situation.
That's all. What if
Classic
you
clone
don't, though?
stitch.
What if they're just like a twin brother and they just like love hanging out with you, love doing like
They can't.
whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
but they don't want to take over your life? They're like, I'm happy being a clone.
No.
Just
No
bring
such
me
thing.
along wherever you go.
Can't get any money. Can't get a job. Doesn't have a social security number. That clone doesn't exist. He's
Honestly,
gotta be you.
if I had a twin, I'd have to take him out too.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know
could
about that
have.
one.
You know, if
You
we got
could
the same
have.
genetic makeup, it's virtually the same
You hear
thing.
about
Damn,
those
and
like
neither of you can tell the other one if he smells.
Yeah, I know.
you
What do
hear
you
about
smell
those.
like? I don't know.
What do you smell like?
I don't know. You hear about those twins and stuff that like eat like the other twin like in the
In the
embryo.
womb?
Like
Yeah.
shit's weird.
Donnie.
His name was
Crazy.
Donnie.
Crazy.
No.
But those questions, I like them.
Yeah. No, we're gonna keep doing that every week.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the whiff of the week.
Whiffs.
The questions. I think it's fun. I think it's sort of out
Also,
there. Cracks me up.
Tune into our Instagrams and Twitters. We're gonna do the cereal battle.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we'll start just
over the
tweeting
next
off
week?
random ass ones.
Yeah,
And then
we
we'll
will,
see,
and
like what we
we'll
got. We'll
kind
compare
of
results.
Yeah, round robin it. You know,
Yeah.
the winner moves on. We'll face a different cereal in a different round.
Loser gets eaten.
Winner.
Yes,
Gets eaten.
winner. We will eat a bowl of you
Yeah.
Yes.
Together. When Corey comes down, we'll eat.
at the end
Yeah.
of
We'll feast on it.
Yeah,
Make
I
the
look
right
forward to
choice,
seeing
man.
you guys next week. Those of you who only listen to the podcast and might not watch the podcast, we are in 2 different states here. I miss these guys. I moved up to North Carolina about a year ago, a little over a year ago, but I'm coming down, visiting. We're going to do a show together. It's going to be litty, and
It's
it's going to be
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
fun.
awesome.
Yeah, audio quality out the fucking ass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
For show.
I'm excited.
Yeah, next week's show is gonna be on point. Faux show.
When you come down Thursday?
I'm gonna take a half day on Wednesday, leave on Wednesday, and so yeah, I'll be down there sometime Thursday, like morning probably.
You driving?
Driving, yeah.
Sweet.
You guys can check out my new car. We can hang out. Yeah, I'll talk more about it.
All right.
But we're gonna record a show. We have our draft. Football's back, baby. College
Yes,
football
sir.
this weekend.
Florida, Miami,
Exciting. What's Bama's first game?
Duke.
Duke?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's a down year this year.
Yeah. No, I've heard their like strategy of their schedule. Yeah, but, we can talk about that at a different time.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another time when you get
Well,
here.
Alex, you want to
No, we
wrap us up?
won't, because I'll yell.
This is the wrap up. Yeah, that's
Yep.
it. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Lazy Day Podcast,
All that good
Facebook.
shit.
Yeah. Yep. And
Thanks
that's
for
it.
listening, guys.
Thank you for listening.
Later, skater.
Adios.